Hi everyone, here we will discuss about one of the cloning type is shallow cloning. In shallow cloning, we will use the cloning method to create the new object. In that new object, we will copy all the variable values into the newly creating object. If the variables are primitive data type like integer or float etc., then the newly created object will have new copy of that variables. But if you use reference type like if you are using the object values which are just referring the values, so here if you have the reference type, then only the references of that object will be cloned instead of creating the new object. That means you see this is the object 1 with respect to class employee, okay, with the class employee now, which is having three variables. One is the id and the name, so this is another one is contact, right? So which is having the reference of another object, so this is the object contact, okay, this is the value of contact. So contact is having two variables, one is the mobile number and email id. Then we are cloning, okay, we are going to clone the object 1 into another object, okay, another object, right? So when you are cloning this into another object, right, so at that time just we will copy all the variable values into this object 2. So here id and name both are variables, but contact is the object, okay. So this object is having two values, so it will have the reference over this one, okay, that is the point which we are mentioning this. Therefore the reference variable of the both original and copied object will point to the same object. You see here contact, here also object which is having the reference over this object, and here also contact which is also having reference of the same object. So that's what we are sharing, that reference of an object. If user is changing any data using the copied object, so this is the copied object here, this one, okay. So now in the copied object, if I am changing the values in the mobile number, okay, already you assume that already existing mobile number is 4 ones. Now I am going to change the this mobile number by using this object 2 as 4 twos, okay. If I am changing this into 4 twos by using the object obj2, then this value will be replaced, okay. So what will be happen, this triple to 4 twos only will exist here. So when you are accessing this mobile number by using this object, then only triple 2 will be available. So from this you observe that here the changes applied over the data using copied object obj2 will reflect in the original object obj1. This is the main intention of shallow cloning. Now we will create the program by using the problem statement given here, right? So here you see the we are going to create the class with the name of employee clone 1. So here we are using the employee clone 1 class. So here I am creating that employee clone 1 class, which is implementing the clonable interface. The employee clone 1 is having variable name, id, then this is object, okay. So this object belonging to the class contact. So here you see contact class is created, then which is having two variables, mobile number and email. Yes, we have seen here contact is the class, this is employee clone 1, right, the class name, right? So here which is having two variables, then for that two variables we are setting the mobile number by using the method, just we are assigning the value to the mobile number variable. Here for set mail id, right, just we are assigning the values to the email id. Here contact is the constructor, okay, which is receiving the mobile number and email from the main method. You look at here, we are defining the main method here, then which is throwing clone not supported exception. If there is any exception occurs, the name is Arthi, id is 46, then mobile number 120, then email id oop@java.com. Then here we are creating the object by using the employee clone 1 class. Okay, then which is calling the constructor with arguments. Okay, name, id, then inside the constructor we are calling the method. Okay, this method is carrying mobile number and email. Mobile number is 1 2 etc 0, email id is whoop@java.com, right? And here id is 46, right? And here name is Arti. So four arguments we are carrying. Now once this is called, what will happen here? First this method will be called. So in this method you see we are carrying this mobile number 1 2 etc 0, here email id whoop@java.com. so just we are assigning the values to this variables. Then now we are carrying this all four values into the constructor. Here employee clone 1. Okay, here Arti, right? Here id 46. Then this contact is the object. This is object is having the reference. Okay, this object is having the reference object, right? Having the reference over two variables. One is the email id whoop@java.com, right? This one is having the mobile number 123 etc 0. Now all these values are going to assign. Okay, here contact is having two variables, that is assigned to contact. So based upon that, now the object e is created. Okay, in this place object e is created, which is having four values. E is the name, right? E is having id, e is having contact object. Okay, so referencing the contact object, that contact object is having mobile number and email id, right? So all four values are there. Now based upon that, right, we are going to clone this e, right? So all four values whatever available, cloning into the new object. That object is created with respect to employee clone 1. So now we are created copy object. That copy also having the all fields of this e, right? So this one is matching with this figure. You see, this is the e we have created by using the employee clone 1. Then this is the contact object, right? We have created by using the contact class. Then now we are cloning it, right? So copy is the object name we are going to clone, right? So all the values are there. Now this is having the same object contact. So this contact is referencing the same object mobile number email values, right? So based upon that, now next statement is e dot display of data. So we are calling the display of data from the employee clone 1 class. Now employee clone 1 class is having the display data. So from here, now we are going to display the employee id. So employee id is displayed here, you see. Now so employee id is displayed. Then now printing the name. So name is printed here, Arti. Then we are calling the method display contact by using the object contact. Okay, so the contact is having display data. So this is the class contact which is having display contact method. So here just printing the values of mobile number, right? Mobile number is printed here, right? And mail id also printed by using this display contact method. So now we printed the values of object, original object e. Then we are printing a statement, new line. Then here we are trying to print the set the mobile number to the copy object. Okay, so now I am updating the mobile number, new mobile number 5. Initially the mobile number was 1 2 etc 0, right? This one, right? So now I am going to update the mobile number as a 5 9s. So once you call this method, automatically contact dot set mobile number. So contact dot set mobile number means, you see, this is the contact class. This contact class is having set mobile number class method. This is carrying 4 9s. Now assigning the 4 9s into mobile number. Like that, here I am calling the set email id. So one set email ID is calling example@clone.com, right? So here in the contact class we are having the set email ID in a method. Here we are calling the we are passing that value example.com. So we are assigning that value. So once we assigned that value, this example@clone.com, then here we are trying to print the copied object, that means cloned object. So contents of cloned object, that means copied object. So just we are calling the display data by using the cloned object variable copy, right? So you see, copy is the cloned object variable which is having all four values. So here, so we are calling the copy dot display data. So here display data is available here. Why we are calling employee clone one class? Okay, employee clone one class display data, because we created the copy object, okay, by using employee clone one class. That's why when you are calling the display data, automatically that control goes to display data which is available inside the employee clone one class, which is printing the id is RT, right? So you see, sorry, id is here triple 46. Okay, so that's what you see. Here I'm erasing all. So 46 printed, then name, so name is printed as RT for the cloned object. After that, now that mobile number is called by using the display contact. So in the display contact, you see we have updated, okay, triple four nines. Okay, four nines we passed here, contact is passing, mobile number is four nines here. I think example@clone.com. okay, that is the value. So both values are updated. So from this we will get that 5 nines and example@clone.com. So now this is displayed the values. Then again we are printing line, empty line, then contents of the original object. So contents of the original object we are passing. Then we are calling again the same object, original object we have created. So original object now created. You see, as of now what happened, right? So that object mobile number, okay, mobile number shared, right, by two objects. So here ID, name and contact object, okay, like that. Here this is belonging to the object E, like that. Here copy is the object which is having same ID, name and contact object. So here this is the contact class object. So here we are having mobile number and mail ID, right? So in this one, initially it was Arti, right? Arti is the name, ID is 46. Okay, then mobile number it was 12 etc 0, right? Then mail ID oop@java.com. Okay, now in this place we changed the values. Okay, so this 123 etc 0 is changing into the 5 nines. Okay, then this oop@java.com is changed into example@clone.com. okay, so now values are changed in this object. So the values changed by using the copy. You look at here, we have changed by using the copy object. This is cloned object. Okay, but when you are accessing the object E, you see it is also referencing the same object. Okay, so now the changed values, updated values is reflecting into the original object E. That's what you see, the 5 nines and example@clone.com, these values also, right, reflected into this original object. So this is the main motive of this shallow cloning, right? So the data which are changed in the copied object, that means cloned object, right, reflected into original object. That is the main motto of shallow cloning, right? I hope you understand. Thanks for watching.